E-commerce module for advertising and marketing. People love advertising in particular, but they hate advertising in general. Cindy Gallup. In advertising, it is essential to look at the differential factor of a company and to customize to the product to stand out from the competition. As Cindy Gallup quotes suggests, we should differentiate from advertising in general and become advertising in particular. To achieve this, businesses must know the profile of online buyers and constantly adapt to their needs within a changing market. There are some fundamental factors that should be taken into account, such as usability and ease of navigation, the trust that companies generate, marketing management, or customer service. Online advertising, while there are different online tools for a company and a service to be better known, first of all, the website, which is the most important space for the company to present itself in the digital world and to show its corporate image and its service, its products. In addition, it will be a main tool for customers to communicate and interact with the company. The design of the website should be neat and clear and facilitate navigation and access to information. Content must be direct, concise, and quality, since it is essential to get the customer's attention and engage their interest in the service or products. We should not forget that users generally read diagonally, so we must use every means at our disposal to attract their attention. We must use a direct style, short paragraphs, and add images and videos to encourage them to keep reading. Large images or videos that may slow down browsing the website should be avoided. Some other factors that will add value to the website can include a sitemap, allowing users to know all the services at a glance, the contact information, telephone, mail, and address of the company, social media, direct access to the social media of the company, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google+, subscriptions, customer loyalty through newsletters, promotions, discounts, and additional content can be offered to motivate the user to subscribe. Additional content, either through related news, links of interest, discussion forums, or even customer opinions that generate trust in the user. Social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are another element that can help the company to promote itself and that is becoming more popular. We can say that social media are part of our lives to a greater or lesser extent. Companies know it and use them to reach users and potential users directly. In general, social media offers their users a certain type of information, and they include them in their group, which makes them feel part of it. Social media are defined as a social structures made up of a set of actors, individuals, or organizations that are related according to some criteria: professional relation, friendship, kinship, etc. Social media involves applications that favor the interrelation of individuals and can be classified into 3 levels depending on the type of relationship. The generic social media, the most common, its main role is to establish relationships among its members who may or may not previously know each other. The most popular are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They are a source of both personal and public information. The professional social media, its members are professionally related. It can be used to contact workers or seek employment. LinkedIn or XIN are some of the best ones known. And vertical or thematic social media, based on a specific topic, establish relationships between users interested in a certain topic. And some of these examples are Flickr uses Exchange More professional photos, or Dribbble, social network for graphic designers where they can show their work. Their interactivity is based on 3 aspects: the interactivity with the sender, both in conventional communication and in online communication. Tools such as chat or forums are made available to the user in order that the receiver can communicate with the sender. Interactivity with information. The interactivity is characterized by navigation through a range of options provided by the sender, but allowing the receiver to select the contents that are of their interest. The receiver can set filters and preferences in order to regulate the information they receive, and the user is conceived as a sender of information thanks to their account or social media or website, a blog, or an account in audiovisual media such as YouTube. Interactivity with users. The network has plenty of options that facilitate the interactivity among users. Social media are a good example, and there is also public and private chats, discussion forums, online games, blogs, websites, email, and surveys, among others. Thus, we should not only consider the options of the web if we want to open an e-commerce, since it's under no circumstances should we leave this option aside. We can say that they represent one of the main channels to promote our products or services and to reach a large number of people. Tools and strategies. Regarding the tools and strategies for online advertising, the following 2 elements cannot be ignored: banners and pop-ups and search engines. Banners and pop-ups. Banners and pop-ups are some of the most popular tools in online advertisers' use. Banners are very effective for their immediacy, the ability to direct them to a specific audience, the easy monitoring of the campaign, and its low economic cost. For a banner to be effective, it should have an attractive design and be very direct message so that it gets the attention of the user and it makes them click onto it. There are some volumes, some common techniques like did you know, ask for an estimate, click here, or even discount promotions. Pop-ups are small windows that appear automatically to display advertising content in the foreground of a visual interface. They use the click-through method, which redirects the advertiser's website by clicking on a link. However, pop-ups can be annoying and inconvenient when browsing, and there are pop-up blocking systems that eliminate the type of advertising. Yep, we're good. E-commerce, Module 4, Part 2. Search engines. Another interesting strategy to promote our company on the internet is to appear in different search engines. To do this, we must analyze the available search engines and register in those we consider appropriate. It is essential to analyze the keywords since they will determine the way through which users can find our company. The internet should not be seen as a space to fight with the competition, but as a space for relationships and feedback. It is important to link other sites and spaces of interest since this exchange of links can grow the community associated with the company and improve the positioning of the brand. Marketing and visibility. As they say in marketing, if they do not see you, you do not exist. So in addition to the offering of good product at a competitive price, we must give visibility to our service and ensure that it reaches the largest number of potential customers. We will now review some of the basic steps to better market our website and to get maximum number of potential customers to access our online store. The first thing we should be familiar with is the market we want to focus on, its situation, costs, and movements. It is also essential to be documented to find the needs of the sector, get familiar with potential customers, choose the certain range of products, prevent potential problems, and get the most of the budgeting, avoiding the losses that incorrect positioning can cause. These studies to develop data on markets do not need to be astronomically expensive since the internet offers many possibilities to learn about the market situation. Moreover, if the business already has a physical store, a survey can be conducted among their customers to find out what contributions they would appreciate in an e-commerce version. The name on our business line is also essential for customers to remember. The name should represent the identity of the brand simply, briefly, and attractively. Unusual characters should be avoided, and the name must be easy to remember and pronounce. Before developing the project, I suppose this one about Toys R Us I think that might be an exception because they really does stand out. Anyway, before developing the project, we have to make sure that the name is available. If necessary, the extension can be changed to .es or .com or .net or .biz, etc., according to our needs. In addition, our target audience must be taken into account based on their age, if they are local or international, language, etc., etc. Another process that will improve the visibility of our website is called web positioning, also known as SEO, search engine optimization. It is about optimizing the positioning in search engines since most of the searches are on search engines, and appearing in the top positions of a giant like Google can essentially be essential for the customer to access our website. Web positioning allows our company to appear in the top positions when someone searches words related to our brands or business activities. This will allow us to quickly reach our target audience and promote our company in a more efficient and cost-effective manner than with conventional advertising. Contact with the customers is essential to improve communication, and the newsletter gives the possibility of keeping consumers updated with promotions that encourage them to be interested in the product and be informed of the company's news. It is undoubtedly a good way to approach both customers who have previously purchased something as well as new customers, provided that they have previously agreed to receive the information. As I say in marketing, the important thing is not that the customers buy, but that they come back. Customers are the most valuable jewel of the company. So we must seek customer loyalty, consumer loyalty to create a long-term customer base. It is important to offer them personalized services and address customers by their name to avoid them feeling like a number. It is also a good idea to provide fast registration on the website and allow them to change their profile, as well as to access additional information that may add value to their purchase. Finally, discounts and special promotions for groups of customers can be offered to reward their loyalty. It is also worth placing advertisement banners on strategic websites that our target audience accesses. Although it is more expensive than search engines, banners can attract new customers provided they are well located. When a customer is about to purchase, we can also offer them a cross-selling service. It consists of offering products and accessories related to their acquisition that they can complement it. That is, if the product is a camera, a good strategy would be to offer covers, lenses, batteries, since the customer will probably be interested in them. A classic cross-selling pitch is the famous customers who bought this product also bought, and it displays items that might attract customers based on the taste of the previous users. Public relations can also play an important role. For this, it is necessary that our business get the maximum possible coverage through the press and releases, viral campaigns, and emails that create interest in the activities of the company in the media. Let us now consider some of the important elements related to marketing that will help the company achieve visibility. Google. To talk about web positioning is to talk about Google, since it is the most important search engine so far, and the most searches are done on Google. That is why appearing in the top positions of search results is essential for potential customers to access certain online store. The company also offers different interesting services for e-commerce, such as Google Analytics, which allows gathering statistics from a website obtained by a search engine. The service also provides information based on different interests, and it can also track users' results of marketing campaigns, content performance, or browsing analysis. Google AdWords is also an interesting possibility as an advertising tool for certain ads to appear in search engines or banners on websites related to the advertiser. Number 2, marketing techniques. Marketing refers to the activities of the company associated with buying, advertising, distributing, or selling a product or service. Marketing studies the techniques, the techniques and procedures to promote and distribute products, set prices, and plan strategies that boost sales and meet the customer's needs. One of the definitions within the business world is the following: marketing means having the right product at the right time, adapted to the demand with the fairest price. E-marketing has evolved in parallel with technological advances and is based on the same principles as general marketing, but focuses on online businesses and electronic transactions. The following elements of marketing techniques will be briefly addressed: strategy, market research, psychological value factors, and return on investment. Strategy. In order to get the most out of our company in the field of new technologies, a good marketing strategy planning should be developed. For this, all the factors conditioning e-commerce should be taken into account, such as the open market, changes in demand, immediate access to information, specialization, non-personal transactions, and comparatives of products and prices. All these needs determine the market strategy to achieve their objectives of positioning in the market, user loyalty, and the differential factor with regard to the competition. As in traditional marketing, good e-marketing strategy should have some essential steps similar to those of traditional marketing: market research, strategy planning, market segmentation, positioning, and consolidation. Market research consists of the analysis of a company and the sector it belongs to in order to help make decisions and guiding marketing actions. It is very helpful to be able to segment the market, get the information of a specific sector, and foresee the changes and fluctuations. When analyzing a sector, news archives can be referred to on the internet or media. Public administrations can have data of interest to conduct market research. There are also certain expert companies that can provide marketing solutions. There are great professions in the field and the more affordable options such as small business, schools, or freelance. If you do not want to delegate this analysis to an external company, the following elements need to be clear: product or service, what we sell and why; customers, who is our target audience; competition, analyze their situation and differential factors; planning, design the operation and sales strategy; legal framework, legal concepts of the company; forecast, estimate the growth of the company as well as the sectors and that of the competition; sector, know the sector in which the company will operate. Before starting an online business, it is necessary to analyze if the product offered is suitable for this channel due to its conditions, demands, price, transport options, etc. As previously mentioned, currently the most successful products in e-commerce are tickets, accommodation, software, or music due to its easy distribution. But the items that are difficult to purchase in a conventional market have great potential, since e-commerce is often the only way for minorities to access them. The company should also conduct a survey of its capacities to start an online business, its human and economic resources, administrative structure, develop in new technology, and the cost should be analyzed. Now we come to the psychological factor. One of the keys to success in e-commerce is not forgetting that our customers are not objects but subjects. This means that they are subjective people who sometimes allow their impulses and emotions to take over. It is a fact that visual marketing can affect the purchase based on how a page influences the user's psychology. To do this, an interface that reflects reliability must be created so that the customer feels safe. The order, colors, and photos should be very clear and bright, and be what you're actually getting. It is also advisable to include positive opinions of other users to encourage the purchase and guarantee the refund if the customer is not satisfied. Now we come to return on investment. ROI is a performance measure used to evaluate the efficiency of an online marketing campaign. ROI means the amount of return of an investment related to the investment's cost. To calculate ROI, the benefit or return of an investment is divided by the cost of the investment. The result is expressed as a percentage or as a ratio. Tools like Google AdWords and Google Analytics allow us to extract this information, but the company itself can calculate the ROI. If 100 euros are invested and 50 are returned throughout the campaign, the ROI is 50%. The value helps us to plan strategies based on the platforms that generate higher ROI. Before implementing a strategy, the company can estimate the minimal acceptable return on investment, even though we want to achieve a value that is always close to 100%. In this way, investment in advertising can be optimized and better strategic decisions can be made. Now, number three, the differential factors. One of the most important aspects when starting up a business to identify the differential factor that will make our company different from the rest of the competition. For this, it is necessary to implement marketing strategies that help us find the market space that we want to take part of and customize our work tools. One of the methods used for collecting customer information is cookies. Cookies are files that the server includes in the website to store information about the interested users and when they access it. Cookies are a very useful tool together with getting to know our audience and being able to offer personalized content and information based on the interest. Banners are another fundamental tool. A banner is a small piece of advertising that is posted on a certain website based on the user's profile. Its objective is to attract customers to a certain page paid by the advertiser. Advertisers can direct advertising according to the schedules, domains, interests, and geographic locations of the potential customer, can also control their campaigns, their payment method, its impact, and the evolution of the result. Finally, we return to the CRM model. This system manages a very practical data warehouse to collect a number of sales data and customers that allow tracking of their contacts and use their information to offer personalized service or activities to the customer, generating good feedback and stronger and more effective communication. Number four, the shopping hours. A fact that may be interesting for the owners of an online business is to know the most frequent purchasing times. According to a study by Blue No, a link to the results of the study can be consulted in the bibliography. The most important peak for online shopping is on Mondays between 4 and 5 p.m. However, night purchases should not be underestimated because although the number of users is usually much lower, the average amount spent reaches 100 euros. According to the same study, we can also see how the concept of end of the month that causes a decrease in traditional sales does not affect the online market, since there is no significant difference between the beginning and the end of the month. Knowing peak times in our online journal can be useful, for example, when updating and adjusting a website, and we try not to make changes during these hours to avoid incidents. If instead we want to send promotional emails, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are considered the days of greatest acceptance, since many emails sent on the weekend are accumulated on Monday, and on Thursday and Fridays, many entrepreneurs spend a great deal of their time finishing their pending projects. Now we come to premium users. There are more and more websites that offer the possibility of obtaining a premium service account. This service allows for a certain price, accessing exclusive content and advantages. It's an interesting strategy so that customers can feel that they have preferential treatment and feel privileged inside a community. This system can boost business revenues as long as the content is worthwhile for the customer. Whether it is more storage capacity, less waiting time, access to offers and invitations, or exclusive content such as articles, interviews, videos, or downloads. 6. The importance of photography. Good use of photography is essential in e-commerce, since they are elements that make up for the lack of being able to be able to see the article. That is why there should be good quality photographs. They must be clear and reflect the image of the company. Some of the guidelines for photographs are: follow the strategy of visual marketing so that design and photography always match the essential of the product we want to sell. The photo must be clear, the product must be isolated, and the background must be white and well lit. Apart from the general image, it is a good idea to add some more images of the product that show details at different angles, and they should awaken the desire of the customer to buy the product. Add advanced options such as zoom, panoramic views, or videos. Do not exceed the size of the image and use easily comparable light formats such as JPEG or PNG. Customer loyalty. Lastly, one of the most important elements of advertising and marketing is customer loyalty. Customer loyalty is one of the objectives that the company must set to extend their relationships with the users and increase profitability. For this purpose, customer service must be carefully taken care of, and different communication systems must be used, such as email, one-to-one marketing, newsletters, and automatic response service. Email is the most direct way of communication between company and users, and its use must use some pre-established parameters in the communication strategy. It is a very comprehensive tool that can be present throughout the purchase, since the user places the order in customer service or in the complaints department. Emails can also include a digital signature where the company includes the data it considers necessary to promote and consolidate its brand. It's always a good way to advertise events or new products in a direct way. However, the relationship of emails sent to the user must be studied based on the necessary communication and the feedback with the consumer. It is advisable to avoid spam because they are annoying and counterproductive. In addition, the user must be able to stop the communication with the company whenever they want. They must be able to unsubscribe. In one-to-one marketing, the main virtue is to create a personalized relationship with the customer based on how the customer wants to be treated. Using a database, the company establishes its user profile with their interests and behaviors and establishes an appropriate communications channel. In a way, the customer feels closer to the company and has faster access to the products and promotions than interest them, and it is there to save time. And efforts. Subscriptions to newsletters are also very effective since it is a user who is interested in the service, usually motivated by some promotion or additional content. It is a good option to promote the company or product and favors feedback with customers. There are automatic responses which can be programmed on an entire sequence of emails or track a customer and then verify that they have received the product. Keep them updated and show new offers. It is a very practical tool too, since in a very simple way it manages to keep the customer's interest by offering immediate responses. Given the aforementioned conditions, let us look at some key aspects of customer loyalty. Customer satisfaction. It is essential that customers think they are dealing with a reliable website when purchasing. Customers may have doubts before payment due to aspects such as an unexpected increase in the prices or confusing information, which may cause their loss of interest and cancellation of the order. However, if the process and the data are clear, the expectations of users will be met and they will be able to complete their purchase successfully. Hopefully, they will repeat the process in the future. These are some of the aspects that should be taken into account for the customer satisfaction. The information must be clear and complete. If necessary, infographics or images can be added to clarify the product and facilitate navigation. Search engine for the product or service must be fast and easy. Contact information to establish communications with the company that offers the service must be displayed. Orders and payments must be made quickly, easily, and safely. An electronic confirmation after the purchase can be made. The price of product should not be higher than in the physical market. Otherwise, customers would rather go to a store. In addition, different payment efforts must be offered. It is also desirable that the order can be traced and developed and delivered as quickly as possible. Security guarantees in the data transfer must be offered and include the options that are not. For the user to return the product and include the option that the product in case they are not satisfied. The after-sales service is crucial for the customer loyalty. That is why this section should be treated with special attention so that the level of satisfaction does not end with the final transaction. For the service to be adequate, the customer must receive a confirmation of their order via email. The email must include the details of the purchase and the details to contact the company in case of a doubt, as well as the possibility of tracking the transport of their order. The delivery must be efficient and within the dates and estimated deadlines, since delays always cause greater discomfort for the customers. We have to bear in mind that a customer can complain, can change the product, or can ask for a refund. The process for that must be easy, so that the service is satisfactory and the customer will want to buy again in the future. If the process is difficult, the customer service is not appropriate, or the customer feels unattended, they will not repeat the purchase, and they can complain in different forums that can seriously damage the brand of the image of the brand. A good way to measure the degree of satisfaction of users is to perform a test in which different aspects can be evaluated. This will improve certain deficiencies, enhance other services. It is convenient to reward the users with a discount or a gift to be encouraged or to participate. Now we come to usability. The ease of use of navigation is a fundamental factor when making online purchases. Users must find the information they are looking for on the website quickly and easily for a positive experience. In fact, usability can be a factor that even is more decisive than price of the product itself when it comes to making a purchase decision. Here are the factors that of such following must take into account for usability. Design, content, search engines, payment method, delivery method. The design and navigation should attract the attention of a buyer and fulfill its main purpose, which is to sell. We should not forget its practical function, so that we have to dismiss the idea of complex designs that can distract the customer's attention and instead provide them with a direct way of purchasing the product. In spite of the technological advances and the ever-increasing connection speed, it is advisable to avoid heavy videos, since this may slow down the navigation in some devices. Content is one of the most important factors to consider. As mentioned, one of the disadvantages of e-commerce is the non-contact nature of the transaction. The sense of touch must be replaced by good images and detail information that leaves no room for doubt to the user. Encourage the purchase and price in sense. In addition, the content should be useful, interesting, and updated whenever possible. This aspects are key when encouraging the users to stay on our website, which will prevent them from looking down for others and will In addition, the content should be useful, interesting, and updated whenever necessary. All these aspects are key when encouraging the user to stay on our website, which will prevent them from looking for other alternatives and will multiply the possibilities of selling the product. The search speed is also essential, since we must be aware that the average user is not very patient. We cannot expect the customer to spend much time in finding the item they are looking for. We have to provide the facilities so that they do not give up and decide to try the competition. This requires a clear, logical, and intuitive organization that allows the use of users to reach their goal as quickly as possible. It is important to know the buyer's idea, to establish our database, and also to communicate with our customers. It is important to know the buyer's data, to establish our database, and also to communicate with our customers. However, we should be cautious, since an excessively long form can make a potential buyer give up. The shopping cart tool is also one of the key features for good usability. This method is highly standardized and makes the process easier, faster, and more reliable. Customers must always know the steps they have to take and the point to where they are. A good technique is to place a direct access to the cart next to each product so that the process is more direct. It is also advisable to give the possibility of making last-minute changes prior to confirmation of the order, instead of having to restart the process. All these characteristics allow for quick transactions that will prevent the customer from abandoning the purchase, something that is still very frequent and causes companies to lose a lot of money. Once the purchase is completed, an immediate confirmation must be sent to the consumer by email. When showing the final price, there cannot be unexpected or disproportionate increase in the cost. It is advisable to clearly specify the price of the product, including additional expenses. It is often tempting to start with a low price to attract customers, but if the cost skyrocket at the end, they will just cancel. The price should be clearly shown, and the shipping cost should be moderate and clearly indicated. We can also offer free shipping if the price total passes a certain amount, which will encourage customers to make a larger purchase. Yep. It is also advisable to make clear which products are in stock and which are not, so that the customer does not start the purchase process and end up disappointed. That will not cause a good impression of our company. Lastly, the website should indicate the expected delivery times, and the company must ensure that it complies with the established deadlines, since otherwise it could disappoint the buyer, and again, they could cancel the shipment. Shopping cart abandonment. One of the biggest problems of e-commerce is that some purchases are not completed. There are different reasons and options why a user abandons a purchase process when they have started it already. The following reasons must be taken into account. The high prices associated with the shipping costs are one of the main reasons for abandonment. User noticed that an unexpected increase in the price and exit without completing the purchase. For this, it is advisable to apply reasonable, well-detailed expenses and offer discounts, promotion, or even free shipping. The purchase process must consist of few steps, since for each extra step, there is an added time at the time of purchase. The abandonment rate increases. It consists of a reduced number of steps, and the action buttons to continue must be in bright colors to make the process easy. If the user does not find the payment option they want, they may leave a pending purchase, so the company must offer all possible forms of payment. If the user still abandons the purchase, we can remind the customer on a later occasion on the website itself or in email, but last time they left a pending purchase. This may recover some of the purchases that were left uncompleted. 4.3.5, convey trust. The internet is impersonal, and that is always leads to distrust. Companies must overcome these barriers to convey trust to the user and to channel our business. To achieve this, it is necessary to follow the guidelines. First of all, an encrypted system must be used for payments. This must be communicated to the customer so that they know they are dealing with a reliable company with safe measures. both for payment and data. We must also specify that these data will not be transferred to a third party. There are different quality certificates based on a certain type of company. This will undoubtedly be a good way to convince users that the security offered has been approved by an external association and that companies and services meet all the legal requirements. Offering a good agreement can also be a good proof of reliability. For this, all the details must be clearly described, and just aspects that differentiate us from the competition, such as duration, possibility of change, also must be highlighted. When paying, it is advisable that the customer be able to choose between different methods: credit or debit or PayPal, transfers or cash on delivery. A section of the website can display not only the email, telephone, and address, but also the people who work at the company. It is a way to counteract the impersonality of the internet, giving the company a face and creating a closer relationship with customers.